Hi, everybody. How's it going? Okay. Here's the team and I. We got a lot of questions on our Tumblr page, so we decided to host a Q&A. So first up, what do you guys think of Eastern Kentucky? From Jonathan, 1718. We'll just... Yeah. Anybody want to jump in?
I'll go first. So we have all been talking about how wonderful it's been to be welcomed by the students, and how friendly everyone has been, how open people have been. Everyone from like our waiter at the restaurant that we've been going to a lot, yay Cody, to just people that we've been meeting out and about or interviewing. So we've been really appreciative of everyone that we've been meeting so far.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like, it's better than cold. I don't think it's like rained at all. That's kind of cool. I don't really like rain. Yeah, everybody's been really friendly. I feel like we're on a first name basis with like a lot of people, like waiters and other people, and I don't know. It's been a really welcoming place.
Right?
Would you guys come back down the road?
Yeah, I want to go back to Breaks Interstate Park, and I also want to go check out some of the places that we passed through. Is it Red Gorge? Red River Gorge?
Yeah, the Red
Yeah.
River.
Yeah, some of those like battlefields that we saw
yeah.
signs for, that could be totally amazing.
Yeah.
I want to see more of Lexington too. We didn't get a chance to really explore Lexington, and we didn't see Frankfort at all, so I'm gonna check those out.
So our next question is from an anonymous question. Did your trip to Eastern Kentucky change your perspective on our culture?
Oh, I know I'm not a fellow, but I said this when we had our meeting with the Lexington Herald, but I was like very impressed at how much Appalachia reminds me of Tanzania, which is where I grew up, both in its landscape and sort of like how organically people just sort of place down their houses on the land they have, but also in terms of its history, like the history of like exploiting a lot of the resources here and sort of like, not being terribly great to the people who like live on that land. So that reminded me a lot of, a sort of colonial past. And that was like super interesting to see those sort of connections across, continents and oceans.
Yeah, I was also surprised. I mean, like right out that window is the University of Pikeville, and I was a bit surprised when we like came in and we saw this beautiful campus, and it's a real hub for medical research and for training the next great leaders in medicine.
Destiny says she misses us.
Yeah.
Hi, Destiny.
Hey, girl.
Hi,
Yes.
Destiny.
Miss you.
So another question, how has seeing the states and schools you've been to so far affected your outlook on our nation as a whole?
I like this question.
That was a good
job,
one.
Anonymous. Great question. Represent. I think, so we've been to two places so far, Massachusetts and Springfield at Commerce High School, and then Floyd Central here in Eastern Kentucky. And I was really struck by how similar the communities are in a way. A lot of the stories that we saw in the community, in the narrative for story exchange in the circles at both of the schools with different kids from different backgrounds, but they told stories on similar themes of like finding yourself and struggling with family issues and issues in your community, and then also like funny stories and different things like that. And both groups of students from totally different places, like one in Springfield, kind of like a big industrial city with a huge population, and then Floyd Central in sort of like a smaller place in terms of population, but big and spread out with a lot of mountains and stuff. Both groups of kids were really similar and really mature about how they approached the story exchange, and that was really cool to see. And they're both excited about journalism and what we were doing, which is also really cool. So think we're more alike than maybe we realize.
My bad, y'all. I forgot to tell you Brittany is missing and she's out photographing tonight, but everybody else is here and she sent her love. Back to schedule. How did you like Kentucky? And we kind of already answered that. You guys love Kentucky and you want to come back?
Yeah, the food's good too.
Yeah, the food's real good.
I gotta find time to exercise though,
Right.
but food's good. Yeah.
Cool. And this one's from XO Lizzie 3.
Lizzie.
Lizzie 3.
So far, through all the places you've been, do you feel like Narrative 4 has made a difference in the people that have truly experienced it?
Oh, I feel like that's what I was just describing, actually. And I think, not to blabber on, but I think we saw in both story changes in Massachusetts and in Kentucky, the students really came together afterwards and like showed that they were there for each other. And I think that when you tell like important stories and stories that shaped your life, and then your classmates hear about it, I think there's like only one thing that can happen. That's like you get closer with each other. So it definitely makes a difference.
Anybody else scared to chime in, or we good? Okay, next question from Katie Stumbo. I hope you all are doing well. I have a couple of questions for the reporter. What was a major thing that intrigued you about the Crossing Divide program?
Well, I guess I was interested to see how some of these issues compared in different regions of the United States. So I've been living out in western Montana, and I know what kind of people care about out there, and I know that with the last presidential election, there were a lot of people who kind of felt like there was that there was a divide in the country, and I remember talking to friends who were worried about going home at Thanksgiving and having to talk about politics, and I guess I was curious to see what it was like outside of Montana and then Iowa, which is where my family lives. And so this was an opportunity to do that, and it was also an opportunity to travel around with a group of really awesome journalists and field producers who have a lot of experience and different skill sets and could offer a chance to collaborate and learn from them.
Cool. And here's a fun question. What was your favorite Appalachian food you've tried?
Hush puppies. They might be, I don't know if they're like really Appalachian. Are they Appalachian or are they more like Southern?
I think of them as deep south, but the hush puppies we've had here have been very good.
Didn't
Yeah.
stick by my answer.
Rachel has been throwing them back.
For me, so I really like food. I'm really interested in food. Everywhere I go, I want to eat the best food there is. And I would say the highlight for me on this trip was the potluck at Floyd Central. Chad's venison stew was completely amazing. And the green beans, both the shuck beans and the green bean casserole, completely mind-blowing. I'm going to try and reverse engineer them at home. Probably fail a few times, but I'll get there.
I just want to say, Rachel went to the farmer's market and I went with her, and we spoke to this really nice farmer, Joyce Pinson, who just told us all about sort of heritage Appalachian food that I'd never heard of, and sort of stuff that grows here, and that was really, that's not a favorite food or anything, but it's so cool to think about the indigenous kind of plants and food that people have been cultivating for so long.
Cool.
I'm really hungry, so.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's it for our live. If you have any more questions, feel free to hit up the Tumblr, the Snapchat, the Instagram, the Twitter. We're everywhere. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.